Okay. All right. Okay. Let's start with a little bit of an Ujjayi breath practice. So I'll have you start just sitting, and don't even sit up tall, which will sound crazy. Um, Cross your arms across your rib cage and let your belly hang out and just be schlumpy. And take a deep breath in here and deep breath out. And you kind of notice the lack of impact on the shoulders and chest. Do that again. Breathe in and breathe out. Now sit up tall. Pull the shoulders back and pull your belly button in towards your spine on a scale of 1 to 10, probably about a 5 or 6. Pull the pit of the belly in and take a deep breath in and deep breath out. And notice the impact now on the whole upper body. As you breathe in, you feel everything want to expand. And belly button to spine as you breathe out. Now bring your hand in front of your face and pretend like you're 10 years old and you're going to fog up the window in the car or fog up a mirror. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, foggy breath out. Pit of belly to spine. Do that again, in through the nose. Open mouth, foggy breath out. This time, breathe in through the nose. Keep the mouth closed and try to send a foggy breath out the nose. Do that again. Foggy breath out the nose. And it sounds a little bit like Darth Vader or the ocean. Deep breath in. And foggy breath out the nose. Try to create that same noise on the inhale. Same noise on the exhale. And start to close your eyes or look at the floor. You can relax your hands. Do that breath again. Inhale. Foggy breath out. 2 more like that. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more slow Ujjayi breath in. And Ujjayi breath out. And when you're ready, open your eyes. So the great things about Ujjayi breath are, 1, you were likely not thinking about anything else but your breath while you were trying to breathe like Darth Vader. 2, when you are breathing like that, you're creating a little bit of heat in your body, so you're warming your body up. And then 3 is you cannot breathe fast while you're doing that breath, which is telling your nervous system that everything is okay. Right? When you're breathing slow, if you're running from lions and tigers or whatever stressful things we have in our modern day life, when we're doing that, we breathe fast because we need to do that. But we're actually not running from anybody right now. We're going to be making some shapes, right? And even though they might be hard, we use our Ujjayi breath to practice telling ourselves that our nervous system, that even though we're doing hard things, everything is okay. So we're breathing slowly. And then the other 4th thing is that if it's quiet, it's like, oh, what's missing? Oh, my breath. It's an audible reminder to breathe. So let's do that in our asana practice, making of the shapes. So let's start in child's pose. Bring the knees wide. Forehead down towards the mat. Stretch your arms forward. And come into Ujjayi breath. Victorious breath. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. See how slowly you can breathe in and how slowly you can breathe out. Empty all the way out. Pull your belly button in and up towards your spine. And ground your hips down towards your heels. Take 1 more breath cycle in here. Empty out. Come up onto your hands and knees. Tabletop. Bring your knees hip distance apart. Palms a little, actually have your thumbs under your shoulders so your hands are wider than the shoulders. Focus on one spot. Take a deep breath in. Pull belly button to spine. Breathe out. Inhale to cow pose. Use the breath as you arch and look up, and exhale, round slowly, look back towards your belly button. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, cow pose. Squeeze your knees, even though they're not going to touch, pull them towards each other. And exhale, round into cat. Keep pulling the knees in towards each other. 1 more breath cycle. Cow pose and exhale, cat pose. Squeeze the legs in towards each other. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands forward. I'm having a little bit of wrist stuff going on, but putting my hands up on blocks has been helpful. Take any movement you need to in downward dog if you want to pedal through your knees. Focus your eyes to one spot that doesn't move. And if you lost your Ujjayi breath, bring it back in. See how slowly you can breathe in and slowly breathe out. Settle into stillness and bend the knees about 3 to 6 inches so that you can press your sit bones up towards the ceiling. Deep breath in. Even though your feet are hip distance apart, still squeeze the inner thighs towards each other and pull belly button in towards spine. Take another breath in. Full breath out. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Ragdoll. You can grab onto opposite elbow creases. Let your head hang heavy. Shake your head no. And yes. Deep breaths. So the idea of non-attachment in your asana practice today will be with the breath, fully letting go of the exhales, emptying all the way out so that you can fully take in new, fresh oxygen. Empty out. Squeeze the legs towards each other as you roll up. Bend the knees a little bit. Roll up, extended mountain pose. Take a big stretch overhead. Touch the palms together and draw hands into heart center. Lift your toes away from the mat. Slight bend in the knee so you can squeeze the inner thighs towards each other and lift the front of the pelvis up towards the belly button so the tailbone will descend and pull belly button in towards spine. So squeeze the legs in, lift the front of the pelvis up, pit of belly to spine. Take a deep breath in. This time, audible breath out, empty. We'll open the practice with the sound of universal consciousness. Om 1 time. Inhale. Deep breath in. As you breathe out, release your hands by your side. Stand tall. Squeeze the legs together. Lift the front of the pelvis up. Reach up. Breathe in. Forward fold. Bend the knees. Tip the pelvis forward. Breathe out. Flat back. Breathe in. Pause in the flat back. Squeeze the legs in towards each other. Pull the shoulders straight back. See what you're looking at. Take another breath in. Pit of belly to spine. Breathe out. 1 more breath in. Walk your hands forward. High plank. Breathe out. Option to lower your knees down to the mat. We'll hold this for a couple of breaths. Look out in front of your mat so the back of your head is in line with the spine. And squeeze the legs in towards midline. So your feet could be together, your knees could be together or hip distance. And lift the front of the pelvis up. So point your tailbone towards your heels. Take another breath in here. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Take low plank as you continue to squeeze the legs towards each other. Inhale to cobra or up dog. Stay for a breath. Pull belly button to spine. Draw the shoulders back. Take another inhale here. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Put a little or big bend in the knee so you can tip your sit bones and tailbone up towards the ceiling. Take another full breath in. Focus your eyes, breathe out. Lift your heels, look to the front of the mat. Exhale, walk your feet to the front of your mat. Flat back on the inhale. Fold on the exhale. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Roll up, extended mountain pose. Inhale. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Check in. Lift your toes away from the mat. Squeeze the legs in towards each other. Lift the front of the pelvis up. Pit of belly to spine. And imagine lifting from the tailbone forward and up. So you're making a big scooping action with the pelvis. Take an inhale here. Release your hands by your sides. Breathe out. Extended mountain pose. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Bend the knees as you forward fold. Pull the legs in towards midline. Flat back, breathe in. High plank, breathe out. Step your feet back. Option to lower your knees. Pause. Squeeze the legs in towards each other. Lift the front of the pelvis up. Take a deep breath in. Low plank as you breathe out. Inhale to the back bend. Cobra or up dog. Still squeeze the legs in towards each other. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Big breath in. Focus your eyes to one spot. Breathe out. Even with the feet hip distance, still energetically squeeze the legs towards midline as you tip the pelvis so the sit bones go up. Take one more breath in here. Empty out, pull belly button to spine. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, travel to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair pose, inhale. Focus your eyes to one spot. Lift your toes away from the mat. Press down where the big toe connects to the ball of the foot and the center of the heels and squeeze your legs in towards each other. Take a breath in here, belly button to spine as you sit 2 inches lower. Take another breath in. Forward fold, empty all the way out. Empty, empty, empty. Flat back, breathe in. High plank, breathe out. Shift your weight forward, look over out in front of your mat. Squeeze the legs in, lift the front of the pelvis up. Take another breath in. On your exhale, go low plank. Inhale through the back bend. Exhale to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Step your right foot between your hands. Press down into the back foot as you reach up. Focus your eyes to one spot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Here, lunge deep into the front knee. Press into the front heel as you pull the right hip back, rolling the left hip forward. And lift the front of the pelvis up. Stretch up on the inhale. High to low plank on the exhale. So flow right through high to low plank, chaturanga. Squeeze the legs in towards each other. Upward dog. Belly button to spine. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Press the back heel down as you rise. Focus your eyes to one spot. Press the front heel down, pull the left hip back as you roll the right hip forward and lift the front of the pelvis up, stretch up. Take another big breath in, look up. High to low plank, chaturanga, breathe out. Empty all the way out. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. I'll flow us a little faster through one more sun B. So we won't pause in the warrior ones. We'll flow one breath in and we'll move to the next pose on the breath out. Lift your heels, look forward. Exhale, step to the front of the mat. Flat back, breathe in. Fold, breathe out. Chair pose for one breath in. Forward fold on the breath out. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Flat back, inhale. High to low plank, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Take one breath in. High to low plank on the breath out. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Press down, reach up. High to low plank, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Focus your eyes. With the feet hip distance, squeeze the legs in towards center. Pull pit of belly to spine. Take a big inhale here. Big exhale. Side plank, left hand high. So start with the right knee down, left hand high. You're welcome to stay here or stack your feet with both legs straight. Whatever you're doing, still squeeze the legs towards center. Lift the front of the pelvis towards the belly button. Pull belly button to spine and see one thing.